Hi everyone. Hi. Hopefully I say your name right. Kushba Sharma. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Welcome. So since you're new here, I'm going to explain that we're going to do a quick community read so we can reflect on the week behind us. So as I shuffle the cards, just think about the week behind. Think about the things that you might need to reflect on. And let's see what we have. For our first card, we get this a lot. I feel like it makes sense because I'm doing a live tarot reading, but I get psychic abilities a lot for the community. And I think all that means is, reflect on moments throughout the week where you might have been tapping into your intuition, or you've been tapping into your psychic abilities, or if you have been like me reading the book Psychic Witch, that makes a lot of sense. We also have protection. So is there something throughout the week that you feel like you needed to be protected from? Or maybe you have seen the results of your protections. If you set up wards, if you are into witchcraft, or if you just feel like you have been well protected. Maybe your guides are looking out for you this week. Let's do one more pull. Ooh, and then we have peace. I love the flow of this. So tapping into your intuition, maybe tapping into moments with your guides or ancestors, whoever it is, helping you find moments of protection and protecting you from maybe outside energy, just negativity, something like that, and helping you find moments of peace. So as you look at these cards, think of these moments from the week behind. What is it you can reflect on that falls into this? So, Amaya, please make sure to use exclamation point join. You can see my little chat commands on the side of the screen there. And I will get you added to the queue. Please don't put your question in before I call you. All right. So that was the community read. I hope that resonates with you guys. I'm gonna shuffle my deck, get it all warmed up. Oh, nice shuffle. All right. Up first we have Kushbu Sharma. So let's see. I think you already put your question in. So you want to know how I might need you to clarify for me. Use exclamation point join. What do you mean, Sharma? Can you explain a little bit? Is ASJ like someone he's cheating on you with? Let's see. But ultimately, you want to know how she's feeling after that conversation you guys had where you revealed some harsh truths. Let's see. Sometimes it doesn't take the first time, guys. So just go ahead and put it in again, Eliza. All right, let's see. Okay, gotcha. Thank you for clarifying. That helps. Let's see. How is ASJ feeling? All right. So we have the excuse me. Scoot this up. We have the moon here. So it looks like I feel like she is still living in like her own illusion. So if you've told her, like you said, you've told her the situation that is going on, and I feel like regardless of that, she is just living in her own like fantasy or delusion of the situation. She refuses to accept this. The moon card is sometimes about living in like a fantasy world, and I think that's what's really going on with her. Whether you've told her or not, it doesn't matter. She has a fear of whatever the truth is, and oh, hi, sharper clairvoyant. Yeah, so whatever she's not in a mental space to want to accept this, I don't think. All you can do is tell her the truth. But I mean, if she's still actively a problem in your life, this moon card leads me to believe that it's not going to get any better, at least not right now, because she's not in a space where she wants to change, or she doesn't think she even needs to change, if that makes sense. I know. How have you been? It has been a hot minute. A lot of a lot of stuff has been going on, so I've been in and out. So let me scroll back up. Amaya, Eliza, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead, Amaya, and do yours because Eliza, try it again because it didn't take the first time. Let's see. So Amaya, you want to know, does Marco have a crush on you? Hi, Lynn. Everything has been good over here. I hope you guys have been good as well, Sharper, and Lynn. I hope you guys had a great week. Hi, Sai. I am doing pretty good. Excited for the weekend. I had a busy week last weekend, so I'm excited to just kind of relax. So let's see, Amaya. Does Marcos have a crush on you? Let's see what is going on. Oh, I think so. Actually, I think he likes you a lot. He sees like this nurturing femininity in you, and I think that he really likes. Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting like where my camera is situated. Sorry. So, but I ultimately, yes, he likes you, and I think it's because he's just attracted to like your nurturing vibe. If you kind of give off like a caring type energy like that. So yeah, nice. Hi, Facebook user. I think you might be Heather. Yeah, that's good news, Amaya. I think it is, anyways. Oh, well, your feeling was right on track. So, let's see. Eliza, I know you had trouble getting in, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull your name because I know the order. Yeah, you're totally welcome. So you want to know how your new relationship is gonna go. So remember, guys, I do one card readings from the general queue, and then I do multi-card readings from the chat. And don't put your questions in until I queue you guys up. I trying to get out of having to scroll back up. Let's see how your new relationship is gonna go. Ooh, it seems like you're gonna have to put in a lot of work. But what I really like is that this is the Eight of Pentacles. Let me make sure. Yes. This is the Eight of Pentacles. And this is just the card of putting in a lot of work and putting in the effort into this. So I think your relationship is gonna go well, and perhaps this is a sign too that you're putting in all this effort because you see it going the long haul. Especially with this earth energy, is something that can be really, really rooted in, and it can be something that really just takes off because of that. Or I don't want to say takes off. It's more like grows because of that. So this, this Eight of Pentacles, I think, is a good sign for you guys. Just remember that if you want it to go well, you have to put in the work. So that's really the takeaway from the Eight of Pentacles. Woo. Excuse me. Julie, thank you so much for the tip. All right. Facebook user and Julie, go ahead, put your questions in the chat. And then let me scroll through the queue. I have Blessed B, Lynn, and Sai. I think Blessed B is you, clairvoyant, if I recall correctly. Let's see. Sai, yeah, you made it into the queue. So, hi, Lucinda. So I got a new tarot deck today, or not today. I actually thought I did a video recording of some other tarot decks, but I yeah, apparently did not press record, so I'm a little annoyed about that. But I have to show you guys. It is Lord of the Rings themed. All right. So I'm gonna do Facebook user, and then Julie, I will do yours next. So go ahead, put it in the chat. Let's see how you're, and just confirm for me that you're Heather or whoever you are on Facebook. Let me know. Nice shuffle. Oh, Ariana, hi. Sorry, I just assumed it was another member, Heather. Let's see. Ooh, I will pull an overall oracle card. Let's see how your finances will go in the next few months. Interesting. I feel like you're gonna have maybe some help going on this month. Let's see what the details are. Make sure my deck isn't upside down. All right, Julie, got your question saved. All right, Ariana, let's see what we have here. There's that moon card again, followed by the sun. Oh my gosh, you have a lot of big changes happening. I'm gonna scoot this up a little so my little images aren't blocking everything out. So thank you. This is actually what is this? Spellcasting Oracle cards. And then this is my Philly Tarot. So you have all major arcana cards, which is crazy. That means are you working on something big this month? Or not this month, but over the next few months, you're hoping for something big to really come through. So if it's not quite going to plan right now with this moon card, I don't think it's the end of the world. It's just kind of like going through that what's it like, kind of going through the growing pains of whatever it is you are working on. But ultimately, with the sun here in the middle of your reading, I think whatever happens, it will ultimately be really successful for you. You're gonna have a lot of good things coming your way financially. So if you are doing investments or new jobs, stuff like that, whatever your goal is will be achieved over the next few months. What's interesting is it might not manifest in the way that you originally thought, because with this hangman here, it might show up in a different way, right? So what I mean by that is, say you applied for a new job. You might not get the job that you actually applied for. Maybe you'll get an offer, a surprising offer from somewhere else, just as an example. So, yeah, this is, and it's so top level. Let me see. I'm going to pull one more card. But I'm curious too with the spirit guides, because I feel like if this is something you have been working on manifesting for a bit, then you are on the right track here. So I just decided to pull this to see what is going on, and I feel like this is going to be like a nice outcome for you as the Queen of Cups. You're going to go through this transition here, and I think this is going to be something that's going to sit with you for a while. It's going to be really impactful, and ultimately it'll make you really happy. The Queen of Cups is the really intuitive and emotionally mature queen card in this deck, and also very calm and free flowing. So with this hangman here, I think this is just a reminder too to be a little flexible. So Ooh, you're training for a new position. Yeah, so as you go through training, maybe it doesn't go the original way you want it, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Just, go with the flow kind of thing, enjoy the process. This moon card could just be a little bit of your self-doubt too in the situation. If you're feeling like maybe, I don't know, if you've heard of imposter syndrome where you feel like you don't deserve the position that you got, but it's completely unwarranted. So, that kind of thing might happen, but ultimately with the sun in the middle, you're really on a really great path, and that's honestly super exciting. Hopefully your training is going well. Um, Julie, you are up next. Oops. Okay, there we go. Let's see what is going on with your love life. So, you I think it will. Just give it time. Training honestly sucks. It's the worst part. At least for me. I always hate the training part of stuff. I just want to be able to do. Let's see. Look into your love life in the near future for Julie. Ooh, inspiration. Let's see what inspiration or what is inspiring you coming soon. All right. Once I finish up with Julie, I will go back to the regular queue. Oh, and while you guys wait, don't forget you can entertain yourselves. Let's look into your love life in the near future. So while you wait for my insight, guys, you can pull or shake the magic 8-ball. Let's see what we have. Ooh. Oh, I love these two cards together. So we have, I'm going to move this out of the way. Oh, this is really fun. So you have some exciting stuff, it looks like, happening. At the core of things, I feel like, so with the Magician and this inspiration card, I feel like you've been manifesting maybe something good happening in regards to your love life. Time wise, I don't know what you mean necessarily by near future, but I see this more as a few months. So I don't know if you meant like in the next week, the next day, you know what I mean? But I see this overall in the next few months. So this Magician is really just fun because it's like the first step of a new journey, full of like manifestation and um tapping into that inspiration, things that are just new to you. And I really like that you got this King of Cups. It's like the tarot joke that the King of Cups is like the favorite guy card in the relationship, because the kings are really wise. They're very intelligent. They kind of have a good head on their shoulders. But then the cups means that he's tapped into that emotional side. There's a little bit of intuitiveness to him to tap or to complement that wisdom really well. And I just think that's really, really fun. And I think that here we have the Three of Cups. This is more so talking about not just your individual, like a two-person relationship. Not saying you're going to have all these relationships. I mean that whoever comes into your life is going to fit really well in with the friend circle that you already have, that already exists. Because a lot of times you can find someone who seems really nice, they don't fit into the friends group, and therefore it doesn't work out. So I feel like this is a really full picture. And with this Magician in the middle, I feel like that means that the person you find you're always going to have a little bit of magic there between you. It's kind of like at the core of the relationship. And Oh, you've been doing a lot of affirmations, and you are manifesting a committed relationship. Well, then you keep manifesting, girl, because it's working. And like I said, you still have to be patient because you have these two cups here. They're not a quick moving energy. It's not, it's not the slowest thing in the world, but cups are more so like in a few months. So just, in the next month or two, you might start to see or feel things happening and start to see signs of that regard. But this is looking really good. Things are looking up. I know patience is a virtue, but I'm not very patient myself. But I think that there is definitely room for commitment. Just things happening in the near future or all the fun stuff, the fun things that are happening. And then I would say once that happens, check in again. But I know you said you might have a follow-up question. Did that help clear everything up? You're ready to go, or did you have another question? Oh, okay. Thank you. Well, I'm gonna pull these away, and then once I get your tip, I'll pull is this a new Facebook user? I'm gonna pull one from the queue real quick while I figure out who everybody is. So, blessed be. I think that might be you, clairvoyant. Did I? Yep, I clicked it. So let me know what you. Oh, it's still you, Ariana. Just 1 second. I'm gonna hold on to that question. You can. I'm gonna get through more of the queue first. Because it's like tippers and then so the hierarchy is tippers, Facebook, and then my general queue. So I'm gonna just take a few from the general queue and then pull you back up. So you want to know? Ooh, you've been getting some positive romance readings. Let's see what we see in romance for you. This is exciting. Thank you, Julie. Ooh, we have the 8. This is interesting, actually. And let me pull one more. So I think you are going to start getting in your head about stuff that you probably shouldn't be. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I think you're going to get in your head about stuff. You can't let yourself, and I realize I didn't say what these are. You have the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. I keep forgetting I should explain because this deck is not, the suits don't look normal. But you're gonna, if you're the type to overthink a situation, then you should probably try to not do that. Because if you have some positive things coming in, you could easily sabotage it with that type of mentality. So I worry that there are these positive things coming towards you, and perhaps you're either going to miss them because you're overthinking, or you're going to push them away because you might feel like it's not right for you, or whatever that inner saboteur is telling you. Because this 10 of Swords here makes it feel like it's hard for you to end that cycle of maybe self-doubt. And let's see, you reposted your most recent readings. I'm gonna have to check it out. What's your channel name, so I know to go and look at it, and so other people know? Yeah, and And I wonder too if you tend to when you end up with too much love and abundance, like you're saying, if you start to second guess it, like maybe just because you have these good things happening, something bad will happen, and then in turn you end up manifesting this Ten of Swords moment here. So I think that's just a warning. Like, I still think you can have these positive things, you just have to be careful not to let the inner self-doubts, the inner thoughts, derail you. Yeah, because I don't see any of this being external. This is all internal. So I think this is just um I really think that you're getting all of this external stuff, but you just need to start to internalize it in a good way. And I'm glad you have so much love and oh, okay, that then good. Some people have multiple like YouTube channels and stuff, so I just wanted to make sure. So, yeah, I hope that helps a little. It always seems like daunting to pull like, when someone has like really good uh readings and then you pull like the 8, 9 and 10 of swords, but it doesn't have to be all bad. Let's see. All right, Julie, let's do another overall oracle card. All right, love message from M. Let's see here. Ooh, travel. Is M a distant relationship? Clairvoyant, you are so right. So true. All right, love message from M. And I find sometimes, Sharp, that sometimes it doesn't make sense now until like the actual situation happens, and then I'm like, oh, that's what was going on. Okay. Okay. Now I'm curious. Let's see. All right. You have the King of Wands, the Four of Swords, and then this is the Seven of Wands. So I feel like M is, I wonder if M is this King of Wands. I think that there's a period of, what's interesting is this is a period of rest followed by a lot of hard work. So um what I really like too is that these two people are facing the same direction. So I feel like, maybe there's some travel in the future that is going on, but and maybe there's a little distance that's going to happen for a little bit, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, because the king of wands is someone who is really passionate and determined, but can also be impulsive. So if perhaps they are taking these impulsive trips or maybe something like that, it might mean that there's going to have to be a period of stillness between you guys, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's a long time thing or a permanent thing or anything like that, because then you have this Seven of Wands here. And I think that what's going to end up happening is you're going to have to fight that bridge of this rest period. Um I don't know if he's moving away. I don't know what it is. Something is just putting some distance between you guys. And the 7 of Wands is about challenges and basically fighting for something. So it's not like a negative fighting. So it's not like you fighting each other. I think you're just fighting against the situation that's happening. So you have to put in some more work, and I feel like that's like my theme to you apparently is putting in work. Or my theme for the night is putting in work. I've been saying that a lot. So but also too, one of the things I wonder if this M person is like a daydreamer, kind of has a lot of ideas, has a lot of thoughts, and sometimes that can also put some sort of mental distance between people. So I think love wise, there's this element of passion, but you're needing to pull it back together. So this king here is looking off into the distance instead of looking forward, and I think that's what's missing here. So especially here, these two things I wonder is just kind of like, or actually it's these right here, they're so contradictory, and then they also fuel each other a little bit. So be careful not to fall out of balance trying to bridge this maybe communication gap that's happening. And that is another thing I want to point out. The swords here is at the center of this reading. So I think communication is going to be the big thing for you guys coming up. So I know that was sort of not lovey-dovey, but I think it's like the important work that has to be put in to get to that point. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, let me know. Hi guys, thank you so much for joining the queue. We have a lot of folks in here, so I'm gonna just finish up my tippers and my Facebook folks, and then I will get to the regular queue. Oh, maybe it's work. Does he travel a lot for work? I'm curious where this travel card comes in, because that would make a lot of sense with pairing with the king, especially because they're facing the same direction. I think that has a lot to do with everything that's going on. Hi Cherry, hi Lovity, Lucinda, how are you doing? All right. Hey cuz, how are you doing? If you want a reading, go ahead and put your question in the chat for my Facebook crew. So up next we have Lindsay. Thank you so much for waiting. Cherry just put exclamation point join, all lowercase in the chat, and the Q bot should add you. So Lynn, if you're still hanging out, go ahead, put your question in the chat. Yeah, totally. And then I will get you next, Lauren. Okay, no problem, Sai. Sorry. We had a long priority list this week. But you can always message me privately. All right, general reading. General reading for Lynn. Ooh, we have the 2 of Wands. That's exciting. So let me push this down and I'll put this up here actually. So the 2 of Wands is I think it's a sign that if you haven't already, start planning for something fun. If you're, especially something that you feel like you are going to get some sort of passion about from. So if you're passionate about something, put plans or set plans to do them. So the wands are that fiery energy. So I think this is a sign that you should do that sooner rather than later. And especially if you've been feeling maybe a little out of balance. Being able to set some plans, start to get organized in what you want to do will really help, I think, in feeling a little more balanced there. Excuse me, I'm gonna take a sip of water. Whew. All right. Gotta hydrate. So the twos are, like I said, I already said balance. It's also about discovering new things. So if you're discovering new hobbies, new passions, um, and it could also be about having to make decisions. But I think in this case, it's about more so the planning, getting organized, and finding that balance. All right, up next, I'm going to do Lucinda, and then I will get you next, Lauren. So, Lucinda, if you are in the chat, go ahead, put your question in. And Lynn, I hope that helped a little bit. You have to let me know if you have ideas of what that's about. Yeah, you're so welcome. I'm so happy to see you after so long. So, Lucinda, if you are still here, let me know. I'm going to do Lauren next, and then I have Mr. Right. I have Jow, Lovity, and then Cherry. So, Lucinda, I'm going to go ahead and start with my Facebook user. If you are still in the chat, then feel free to add your question. Ah, there you are. All right, let me go ahead and get this. Let's see if your financial life will improve. Will Lucinda's financial life improve? Actually, I think so. Not only will it improve, I think you're going to start to see improvements very soon. This is the Eight of Wands. So this is going to be a lot of like quick action, quick changes that are happening. And there's going to be some productivity, which I think is more so like, there are going to be productive things that happen during these changes. So I think so. Wands are really quick moving, so I would say in the next few like weeks or so. I don't like to do timings because it's a little subjective there, but yeah, I think you should expect to see some improvements soon. Thank you for being patient. All right, let's see. Health reading for Lauren. This is just going to be your oracle card. Life purpose. How obscure. Thank you, oracle cards. Which is funny because you're a nurse, so that is, I feel like, intentionally obtuse. All right. Health reading. Oop. Okay, looking good. Queen of Cups again. So, I'm gonna scoot this down. So, you got the Star, the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and I think that I like that the Star is first. This is going to be like you have some really hopeful changes coming in the future. The Star, I always say it's like the wishing upon a star kind of thought. So there's going to be a lot of renewed energy. You're going to finally be able to I guess I can say heal is a good way to put it, because look at all this water here. It's very nourishing for the body, very healing. And you're following that with the Ace of Swords, so there's this level of clarity. So I think so first you're going to your body will start to heal, followed by your mind. You'll finally get to a point where you can be of like sound mind, start to I'll joke and say you're clocking 100, you know. And then you can tap into like your old self. This is like a progression to getting back to feeling, like you're nourishing and healing and just loving type self. So yes, health wise, I think things are going to start to progress really well. It'll just be, this is very interesting. I'm going to have to look up and see why I got this. Sometimes the cards aren't as like obvious, but ultimately this is a good path to be on. So I like this. It says the light of your inner knowing beckons you to take the steps to embark on a new task while embracing the positive attitude. So I think it's just saying, tap into that positivity, because you'll come out of whatever it is health wise that's going on, and you'll just kind of journey down this path and get back to your old self, which would make sense. Life purpose here. Sometimes a little obscure in these meanings, but I hope that helps. There we go. You're welcome, Lucinda. I hope that was helpful for you. Up next, we have Mr. Wright. If you are still here, go ahead and put your question in the chat. And then, following that, we have, hopefully I'm saying her name right, Jal. Then we have Lovity, and then Cherry Berry. You're so welcome. Let's see. Hopefully I can get to everybody. Yes. I think I'm still good. I have a delivery coming like at 8 on the dot, so I just need to make sure that I'm done by then. But Keith, go ahead, put your question in the chat. Let's see. Jal, if you are still here, go ahead and put your question in the chat as well. And then after these two, we have Lovity and Cherry. So I'm super excited to eventually show off this deck. I got a cool Lord of the Rings deck. My flip through will be coming through shortly, but it was really fun to record. Look at this. This is like Gimli, and yeah, I think Cherry, I think they left. So Lovity, if you are here, go ahead and put your question in the chat. This is why I like the Qbot, because now I'm sure that I'm doing readings for people who are active. All right, Ricardo's feelings. Let's see. Ricardo's feelings for Lovity. And then Cherry, you will be my last person. Ooh, we have the Ace of Swords. I like that. I literally just shuffled this back in. So this card is about clarity, and I think that things are finally starting to become clear in terms of his feelings. I don't think they've fully like rationalized yet, because the aces are about beginning, so just starting a process. But I think that this is a sign that they've started to finally form those official like opinions or feelings for you. And then one of the things that I like about the Ace of Swords is it's signs of success. So if this is something that you're hoping for, which you probably are because you would have asked about it, excuse me, then this is really good news for you. Um there's this air of inspiration too that comes with clarity that I really like. So I feel like he's starting to be inspired by these new feelings. They haven't fully rationalized yet, but it is trending in a good direction. So hopefully that helps. All right, Cherry, you are up next. All right, and then I am closing the queue. Thank you for being so patient, Cherry. Ooh. So just let me know what your question is, and I will pull a card for you. Let's see. So you want to know how Alejandro is feeling. What are his feelings towards you? You're welcome, Lovity, as always. Thanks for joining. What are Alejandro's feelings towards Cherry Berry? Ooh, the Nine of Pentacles. So, the Nine of Pentacles is a card of like luxury and abundance. So I feel like he feels a lot of things for you, and some of them is like maybe being around you or knowing you or talking to you is really rewarding to him. It makes him feel like not luxurious. It makes him feel like royalty is too strong a word too, but it makes him feel like top of the world kind of feel. I don't know a word to say that. I can only describe the description. But I really like this card too. I really like getting certain pentacles for questions about like relationships, because this earth energy, while it can be very slow moving, once it gets started, it's really rooted a lot of times. And the Nine of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles are oftentimes the sort of family type cards. They're really good cards in reference to people that you love that can become family or are family. So this is something that could be a sign that he is starting to maybe feel some deep feelings for you. Probably won't express them soon just because of this type of, like I said, slow moving earth energy, but I think they are still good. So if you want something to happen between you guys, I suggest you making the first move, because this amount of earth energy is not going to be, it's going to be a little stagnant for a little bit. So you'll have to let me know how that goes. Report back here next week and let me know. Yeah, I don't know that he would, honestly. And I get it. I really relate a lot to the pentacles because I'm a Taurus, so I understand that weird earth energy and not wanting to do that. So yeah, I'm bad at being the one to make the first move. So even if I like someone. But that's good news. I'm happy I could end the stream with some lovely news. And yeah, thank you for hanging out with me. Well, you have a great weekend, and I will see you next Friday, same time. Bye.